Well, I hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving and, got to spend time with your friends and family and ate a lot of turkey and whatever it is that you throw into your Thanksgiving concoction of food. But speaking of food, I wanted to discuss director Mark Millard, his new film, The Menu. I mean, it is fantastic. And I realized, I didn't know, he was the director of Shameless, one of my favorite TV shows. So I'm definitely gonna have to do a video on that fantastic series that just ended like a year or so ago. But so this guy made this new film, The Menu, and it is fantastic. It is a total palate cleanser, considering I did watch Wakanda Forever, and now seeing this movie. I mean, oh my gosh, it is just so good. The story is so intriguing, right? It deals with Ralph Fiennes, who is an amazing actor, of course, but playing this chef, and he's just the best chef in the world. It's like if Chef Ramsay was any bigger than he could possibly be. Just the biggest, apparently just a big chef who lives on this remote island and cooks on this remote island because that's just like where his restaurant is. He bought this island. So the film is about him inviting all these guests to his island to eat this exclusive menu that he put together, this like one of a kind menu. And he's done this before. He's had people come to his island before and eat before. One of the guests that he actually brings is this old couple who has apparently been to his restaurant at that island like 11 times. But the whole concept of it is really good. Like I don't want to spoil it because it's just so good. But Anna Taylor-Joy is in it along with Nicholas Hoult. So both of them are just fun actors. I mean, this is probably going to be like my favorite movie of the year almost and given that Anna Taylor-Joy, I mean, Bullet Train was pretty damn good, but Anna Taylor-Joy was also in Last Night in Soho from last year, 2021. That was my favorite film of last year. So she's really like holding it on. I mean, oh yeah, and then she did she was in The Northman. I mean, gosh, Anna Taylor-Joy, like, you're beautiful, girl. You're really rocking it. But Nicholas Hoult, I just got into Skins, the show Skins on Hulu, and seeing him as a young lad, it's so crazy. It's so funny seeing where he's came. It's just how far he's come. It's just awesome. And I forget the full played Beast, so that's cool. And that's obviously something. He's an X-Men. But yeah, and then so anyway, the chef brings all these people to his remote island, to his restaurant, and some of them are like restaurant enthusiasts and like food enthusiasts, of course, like your basic foodie. Then you have the journalistic people that like write about restaurants and like critique restaurants, and then he even brings over some like of the investors and the people that help within like the more of the logistics and finances of maintaining and dealing with restaurants and properties and stuff. And he brings all these people and then ends up like having the most craziest dinner session, and it is so awesome. We'll just say that we'll say it involves some death, but I really don't want to ruin it because it's just, you got to watch it. I don't know how to give a proper analysis of this movie besides there's a bunch of people that go to this remote island from this chef and shit goes down. I will say that one of the underlying themes is obviously the restaurant and the food place service, and how people can just be rude and disrespectful when it comes to just people who cook food and work in the food industry, whether you're the server who's basically bringing you the food, or if you're the cook, that's actually cooking and preparing the food. I mean, I've never worked in the restaurant business, nor have I ever worked in the food service industry or fast food industry. But yeah, I know that people have to deal with the worst type of people. I mean, it's like Starbucks, what I mean?
Like, I don't know if I'm going to do it, but, like, I really want to. I almost walked out today, and I'm crying in the back room right now, and I almost cried on the floor. It's just, I'm like a full-time student. I get scheduled for 25 hours a week, and on weekends they schedule me the entire day, open to close. I'm on the schedule for 8.5 hours.
Oh my God. This is a full-grown adult on the verge of tears from working part-time. They got me for 25 hours a week.
There's so many customers, and we have 4 people on the floor all day. Only 5 people were put on the schedule, and somebody had to call out.
You would think that the customers were zombies, am I right?
we don't have fair scheduling. Managers don't care about us. Our manager was supposed to come in this weekend and he took himself off the schedule so he wouldn't be able to be held accountable for calling out. He just literally tore down the schedule that he was scheduled on and put up a new schedule where he wasn't on the schedule. Also, he couldn't have even seen that he was scheduled in the first place because he didn't want to be held accountable. I'm like 3.5 hours into my shift.
Oh my God. Only 3 hours in, and already you've been broken. What are you going to college for? You don't belong in the workforce.
You have these employees over here crying, saying that they want to fucking have a union and shit because people are so brutal coming into Starbucks. And it's like, yeah, okay, it's like that. Maybe you shouldn't work there, you know. But at this restaurant, in this movie, in the menu, it's one of those restaurants apparently where it's just so prestigious. It's like the only way you work there is if you want to be, you know, one of the best. And chef is the chef there. He's like Chef Slowick. He is the greatest. So by you working there, you are working with the best of the best, you know. So it's awesome. It's a fantastic film. Like I said, total palate cleanser, considering all the superhero nonsense and all the fucking just action BS that we've been getting. It's like, you know, some of it's good, some of it's not. And, you know, I'm just saying this was a very nice change of form. I love there's scenes where he like describes the food that they're eating and they like zoom up close on the food, all the beautiful, like the director is good, man. Like I had no idea he directed Shameless, and Shameless is that's a lot. That's a big monster to handle and to direct. So I really do give this guy props for making this film, and I also, like I said, give him props for Shameless. So I definitely gonna have to do a video on Shameless, because that is also one of my favorite shows that will never probably be able to be as good as it was because of how society moved. But that guy really, he kept up with it. It's like borderline South Park. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. So The Menu, it's in theaters now. Check it out. It is fantastic. 10 out of 10. Like I said, deals with food, rich people, and a remote island. Definitely just fucking, and it's kind of like a thriller, so just check it out. But yeah, this is Ghost in the Craig. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys later.